leaf cut. Some life. Lots of light or not much light?
No, we don't need it.
A little piece of crumb.
Let me raise it up a little bit.
Alright. That's right.
And frame yourself. A little too heavy. Come back a little bit.
Alright.
Frame yourself in here. Back some more. Alright, cool. These 2 years and 2 minutes.
3 minutes.
Alright, my voice is coming through, guys. Alright, hold up, hold up.
There it is.
All right, what is up, everybody? Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Let me know that it's working. Let's see who we got on here. Look at that. I got Ruthie from Mata Me Beautiful, Dwayne from Knuckles TV, Jason from Sets or Pendants, Chasing White Lines, RGH. See you guys in Tombstone. Yes, man, we will be in Tombstone. Everything good? All right. Awesome, man. Hey, I want to say thank you for joining us tonight. This is actually my first time going live on YouTube. And last night I was just brainstorming, trying to figure out how to make this work. And Ruthie, she knows, Mata Me Beautiful, she knows. She was right there beside me looking at me like, oh my God, what are you doing? You need to be packing and just getting ready. Well, here we are. And, want to talk about what we're going to be doing. So we are coming at you live from Casa Houghton. This is ground zero for us taking off. And let me introduce you to Scott. This is Texas Motorcycle Rider.
Texas Motorcycle Rider, and on Twitter at Motorcycle Texas.
Yep. Let's see who got us. Ozark HD Riders. Hey, what's going on, man? Yo, hey, Knuckles TV, the camera. I'm actually not using my laptop to stream. I actually hooked up my Canon. So that was one of the things that I learned actually today and just set it up today. So I'm pretty excited that everything is working. But let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to be doing. So, I think for the last week,
Yeah.
we've been looking at the weather.
What are we going to talk about now? We're going to talk about some weather.
We're going to talk about some weather. But for the last week, we have been monitoring the weather. And, y'all saw me post pictures on Instagram that, yo, what's going on, man? And it was like almost 100% chance of rain. And I told Scott.
Well, no, it was only 97%.
Okay. 3% that it wasn't going to rain. So, hey, man, you know how it is, right? We dodge it and we try to do it. Yep. Hey, yo, Dwayne, Knuckles TV, man. Rain, go away, man. You ain't lying. I'm definitely now checking the weather. It's gone down some, but
out up there, it looks like rain right now.
Yeah, it's actually pretty cloudy. It's probably hard to tell. We're underneath some cover right now, but
you see the background. It's dark back there.
Yeah. Let's see who else we got on here, man. Who else we got on here? Well, cool. Hey, man. Again, thanks for joining us. So yeah, let's talk about the Iron Butt, man. What let them know what have we been doing? What have we been planning?
Well, what we've been planning is a 4-day trip. Starts with an Iron Butt, which is from everybody probably knows this already. At least anybody here that we're going to start here about 4 a.m. From near my house. The gas station is down the road, and we're going to ride from here all the way down I-10 to Benson, Arizona, which is to hotels. It's about 1,031 miles, and hopefully we're going to get there before it gets dark. But yeah, if we don't, we don't. Then we plan to have a steak dinner and a beer, hopefully. And then the next 3 days is going to be a ride back that's not on I-10 mostly. It's mostly on backside roads. We're going to go through Tombstone, Bisbee, Arizona. We're going to go through, of course, we're going to go to Van Horn. We'll pass through, El Paso on the way to there. Then we're going to go through some of the roads in the Big Bend Park area, the Big Bend area. We're going to go through the best road there, the one that goes to the mountains. We're going to go to Uvalde. Some things there that's really cool. We're going to talk about that when we're there.
Interesting fact.
Yeah.
We're going to have an interesting fact segment.
If you really want to know, you can look it up, but it's more fun. We'll tell you. Just don't look it up. It's going to be interesting. So then we're going to go from Uvalde up through Campwood and 337 to Bandera, and hopefully make it home sometime on Monday for dinner, but you never know.
So Knuckles TV, Dwayne from Knuckles TV was asking us what made us decide that we wanted to do an Iron Butt.
I didn't decide. It was his idea.
So, it's kind of one of those bucket list things that as a motorcycle enthusiast, biker, rider, whatever you want to call it, long distance rider, world's toughest biker, it's I don't know. It's kind of like a bucket list, man. It's like, you know what? You do it,
True.
you scratch it off the list, and then you say, yeah, man. You know what? I did 1,000 miles in under 24 hours. Now, granted, and I've said this before, and a lot of other people have said it too, that you're doing it on a touring bike, and it's going to be easy. But I'm gonna tell
It's
you
easy.
what. Of all the motorcycle riders that are out there, I guarantee you, there's still not that many people that have done iron butts.
Probably not.
I mean, it is. I was talking to what was it, Rip Biker 13, and he was saying how it was such a mundane ride, and it's true, man. I mean, you get on a bike, you turn it on, and you pound out the miles for 1,000 miles, man.
Set the cruise control. Yeah, that's and
Hey,
then you fall asleep. Sleep all the way
so
there.
I think it's kind of more like that bucket list thing. Like everyone, like for me, it's like, okay, I want to ride to the top of a mountain. I want to do 1,000 miles. I want to do a weekend trip. If people are like saying I want to go to the most southern point, United States, which is over in Florida, Key West, right? Those kind of things. I think just doing that. But what I really, when I started talking to Scott, because I kind of sent Scott a text message one day, and I was like, hey man, we think about doing a Iron Butt 1,000 miles. And originally we were thinking about going east. And when we started putting everything down
Yeah.
on paper and looking at the map, I'm like, dude, that's going to be a hard 1,000 miles going east. I think even when we said going to Maggie Valley, right?
Yeah, we're going to go somewhere around close to Maggie Valley. The biggest problem, which I called Paul and I said, hey, that's going to put us right in the mountains at dark time with deer going all over the place. We're going to be at the end of 1,000 miles. I'm very tired. I don't want to do that. We should probably go the other direction. So, we just went. How far out down I-10 is 1,000 miles, and we ended up in Arizona. So
Yeah, and
just short of Tucson. We didn't want to go all the way into a city.
and kind of by going that direction, and then we're going to take 3 days coming back home. So that it lent itself to like, man, this is actually going to be a really nice adventure. It's going to be a nice
Adventure.
motorcycle ride because it's not just like some people tend to do 500 and then 500 back, something like that. So that's kind of where we're at. That's kind of, I think, how this ride came to fruition, is just wanting to do
Yeah.
something, but kind of make it a ride too. I mean, we all know that last year, uh, COVID and all that stuff kind of killed a lot of people's plans for riding. Uh, in a sense, if I'm going to say I got cabin fever, I have cabin fever because I want to go for a ride somewhere.
I went to Arizona or Arkansas last year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Scott did go. Let's see.
So Knuckles asked how much planning and how long we plan for it. Now I will say planning the ride out there is really easy. I-10 that didn't take long at all, but we went through the route and what I did is in Harley Ride Planner I went through and I found tried to find a gas station about every 200 miles. Make sure that we can definitely have somewhere to get gas. To go online, make sure they're open. And then that was pretty much all the planning for that. And then looking at the route, seeing where we can avoid traffic in San Antonio, and the rest of it's just chew. So that took not that long to set up. But the trip back, we've been planning that for what 3-4 weeks, just trying to figure out
At least.
where
Yeah.
all we wanted to go, what cities we wanted to see, trying to find something that made the ride a little more interesting and gave us an opportunity to do video. Because I mean, once you get past Tombstone, which is really cool, you kind of run out of really cool stuff to do all the way back till you hit San Antonio again. So I was online looking through, Paul's looking through, just trying to find stuff. We planned that for a few weeks, but it wasn't, I think more of the planning was just trying to find places to go and
Yeah.
not really the routes, because the routes I already knew a few roads that I wanted to hit, and he knew some he was going to hit. So yeah, I think altogether we probably finished planning this weeks ago.
Yeah.
It's just figuring out what to pack. And Paul's been going online and has done a video asking for some suggestions on what to bring, what to pack, or what to, how to, how to prepare for it.
Yeah.
And so we've both been on Amazon probably every day for the last 2 weeks. Oh, I need this
Hey.
little thing. Oh, I need that little thing. So
Hey, Ruthie, how many packages are showing up daily at the house?
Yeah.
Just little bitty packages of mounts and different things like that.
I got three
It-
things in yesterday.
It kind of leaded into a question well, let's see, what was it? Yeah, Dwayne Knuckles TV. What kind of gear are we packing? So,
We're
Man,
packing. Packing.
we're packing. I won't say on that, but you know that for you guys that do the moto vlogging and that have YouTube channels, you know how much gear you got to bring. So I would say I would say maybe like 70% of my gear is just all my camera stuff. You know, from GoPros, drones, footage. Footage. My big cameras, my audio mics, things like that,
Laptop.
laptops, and then I
Lots and
have my
lots of
clothes.
batteries.
Lots of I lost count. I lost count on how many batteries. So in terms of like clothing and stuff, super easy. I'm gonna pack in just like two pairs of jeans and a couple of shirts, and I'll buy some on the road. But that's pretty much as far as gear goes. I mean, that having a motorcycle that has a trunk, the tour pack or the saddlebags helps a lot. So if you're on smaller bikes, you're kind of limited on what you can carry. But that's what I have. And Scott, what do you got?
Um, Clothes, and I only have one camera, so I have a GoPro Hero 9, and I just bought the fisheye or the what's that lens called?
The Max
The
Lens
Max
mod.
lens. I got the Max lens, 5 batteries, selfie stick, tripod thing, um, and a charger. And then of course, I have a couple extra backup battery kind of things.
I'll see you later, Ozarks. Thanks for joining in,
Take
man.
care.
Yo, Real Riders Ride wants to know
Yeah.
what you ride.
Mine's a Street Glide Special. I have a 2019. Actually, I bought it right after he it's funny. After he bought his, I couldn't have a 103 anymore. I had to get a 114. So I found the last. I think it was the last one in Texas that was ordered. Not that was sold, but the last one that was ordered in Texas. That orange. Let's call it scorched orange and a black denim. So that's just a Street Glide Special. But I bought the optional tour pack, and kind of looks like a electric guide, just a little bit. But yeah, and it's stage one. I didn't do all the cam stuff he did, but it still goes pretty fast.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is.
And with that, the Fuel Moto tuner or the Power Vision from Fuel Moto with the tune they put in, that thing it screams. It really does.
Yeah,
That's what I have.
it's a nice bike, and it helps that we both have touring bikes because it puts us at the same stops, and we're trying to maximize the stops. You probably saw on my channel about a month ago we went on a 500-mile practice run, and we stopped at 200-mile intervals, and we did good. It was real comfortable. I was probably like at that point I'm probably shy. I probably got like maybe 30 miles left. So hopefully we don't hit any real strong headwinds that burns that down. But other than that, the bikes are pretty much identical. So that does help in terms of just getting down the road. You know,
I was gonna try and chat while you're doing this, but I can't.
yeah,
I can't
it's hard.
multitask.
Yeah,
Sorry, guys. I can't see that over there. So
yeah.
if
I'm
I miss
having
your
to.
question, my apologies.
Well, I thought there was a way to zoom it in, but let's see. There's trying to see if there's any other questions on there. Well, hey, chasing white lines, man. Yeah, about you always you always pack more clothes than you need. I learned that on a trip a long time ago, and man, yeah, it happens all the time. But I'll tell you what, I only have one more pair of jeans, and I only put in two more shirts. The one I'm wearing is what I'm leaving in, and I got two more. Now I did put a bunch of underwear and socks because I like them fresh. I don't like running them for too long.
Well, we have to pack for the rain.
Yeah,
We have to pack for the cool weather. We have to pack for the cold weather. We have to pack for the hot
for
weather.
the
And we
hot
have
weather,
to pack for the hotter weather because it's just all over the place right now.
it is.
So I was literally talking to Angela about this yesterday. I said I don't want to overpack, but
But
I also need extra socks because I might end up with soggy socks 2 or 3 days in a row. So
right. Flip them inside out, man. That works, but it only works twice.
that works for the underwear, not the socks. I
Not
tried
the
it. It
socks.
doesn't do anything.
Yeah, but yeah, it is super easy to overpack. I probably have more camera gear than I need, but I'm probably going to use it. Um, it's just it's hard to plan for a road trip like this and say, okay, I'm only going to take this because you kind of like always have that sense of, I think I'm going to need this. I think I'm going to need this.
I
And then
overpack every time. I get home
yeah.
with half of my clothes aren't even used because I end up just wearing some of the same stuff. You're gonna get sweaty and hot anyway. What's this? RGHRU2? We switch off a bit, actually, don't we?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I don't know why. We just me and him, the way we ride is just sort of real simpatico. We have very similar styles, and it just if he's messing with the camera and I get ahead of him, I could be ahead for another 100 miles, and then it just switches off like that. So we don't designate a leader, I guess.
Not really, not really. We just take turns. I think. Hey, real riders ride. That's Q, right? This Q. It's funny, man. One time, me and Ruthie, and she's mounting me beautiful on this thread. We went to
She
San
watching
Francisco. Yes, she is.
everything.
We went to San Francisco, and we had so much stuff accumulated on the road and stuff that we didn't need that we sent the box back. We shipped it back from the hotel. It was a huge box. I mean, I think we got like a corporate discount, but it probably would have cost about $100 to send that box. I mean, there was some souvenirs. I don't even know how I got into the bike, to be honest with you, but it was a lot lighter load traveling back. Um, so I get you, man. I know sometimes you got to ship some stuff back, and that might be the case. I don't know really for this trip. Um, I got a little bit of space as far as like bringing stuff back on this road trip.
My
I
wife
told
already wants me to bring stuff back.
yeah, Ruthie,
We are going to be in Tombstone.
what do you want, Ruthie? But bring back some stickers and maybe some shirts and some small souvenirs, But and I got some stuff to give away too. So what's kind of cool, kind of moving on from what we're packing and things like that. When I told Scott about this ride and just kind of helping to grow the YouTube channel, um, Scott started to help me out quite a bit in getting sponsors for us. And so we got sponsors like Nelson Rig, Fuel Moto, DK Custom Products. Uh, it's getting on my case. It's not DK Customs. It's DK Custom Products.
Yes.
Your cousin threw in some reflective decals to put on the bike.
Actually, yeah, that's our stickers that have our YouTube and Twitter and Instagram on them. I have a cousin here. We'll link her in the video. Ultimately, we'll have her place. And if you're in Houston, look her up because she donated that for us. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. So, we started doing that and just kind of just going on this social media blitz. And Scott came up with some really good.
Spamming.
We're spamming them.
Yeah.
And but they replied back. Some of them replied back very favorably, and so that's pretty cool. I mean, it's nice to know that there's still companies out there that are kind of looking out. And I'm a small time guy, man. My channel isn't anywhere near like what these huge YouTubers are. But the fact that they're looking at us and they are paying attention and they know that we have some influence, it's great for everybody else, for other people, for other channels that are growing. I mean, there's a lot of guys I follow with small channels, but they got really great content. And unless, you kind of push yourself out there, no one's going to see it. So you kind of have to spam them. You kind of have to be like, look, man, this is what I'm doing. This is what I got going on. So, one of the Nelson Rig.
Hang on.
Yeah.
Chasing white lines. It's a good question. I actually have a background in writing contracts, and I send a lot of emails out. And the strategy I had was I basically tell I email the vendor directly. I say, here's who we are, and I mean Paul on the Run. Here's what we're doing. Here's what we can do for you, and here's what we want from you. And that actually got a lot of really positive response. Even the vendors that didn't sponsor us were interested, and some reached out and said we want to do something, but we're not going to just send you $1,000 worth of products, but they're offering some pretty deep discounts. So it really was just just basically stating the truth and also showing them the product, which is Paul on the Run, the videos on YouTube, and showing where we're at. We're on the forums, we're on Instagram, we're on YouTube, we're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, and some of the companies, the ones that have a more progressive marketing, like Nelson Rig for one, they're one that jumped on board immediately. They said, we love it, we want to be part of this. They'll be the ones to jump in and say, yeah, we would like to to do some sponsorship. Now, not cash money. That's the other thing. I told them I don't want cash.
Yeah.
Because then that would have probably turned them all away. But if we want to take their products, test it out, feature it, and then promote them if it's a good product. And Paul and I talked about it, and we didn't reach out to any vendors that we didn't think were really good quality vendors. So I won't sponsor. I wouldn't even think about doing that with somebody who's inferior quality product is just trying to get their junk out there. We don't do that. So anyway, sorry. Back to Paul.
And so even touching on that too, contacting companies whose product we think we're going to use. There's a lot of stuff out there that you may never even touch, may not even use or no one even cares about having.
Steve. Paul does have some good skills.
Thank you, Stephen, man. Appreciate that. I try to hone my skill and practice and learn from other people. So what I have learned, by no means is something that I've come up by myself. I just try to take and piece everything together and just really try to perfect my craft.
You can actually see him growing if you go back and watch the first videos and watch when he hit that Paris, take it, bring it home Paris video. He just took off after that.
But
I'm proud of it, man.
Yeah, so that's where we're at right now. So we got a couple of sponsors that hooked us up to help us out, and basically it's with product. I mean, it's one of them is Fuel Moto. Check them out. So let me go ahead and show y'all something that we had reached out to Fuel Moto specifically to have them sponsor us, and they weren't able to do what we had asked them to.
Yeah, initially they reached out to us and said, hey, we appreciate you contacting us. It looks like you guys have something really good there, but our quota's filled for sponsorship this year. So taking that into consideration, I understood. I sent them an email back and I said, hey, we're not looking for you just to write us a check.
Yeah.
We're just looking for some kind of way to help develop our sponsor or our skill set and with sponsors, right? And as a result of that, they came back and said, hey, we got an idea. And then they offered to send us some custom engraved derby covers.
Yeah, I'm going to show y'all right now.
Yeah, check this out.
See if I get the focus really quick. There you go. Check it out. So at the top, it says Texas, New Mexico, Arizona. It's got my Paul on the Run logo. Obviously, my deuces. It's got the Texas on there that if you see, it says 1,000 miles, 24 hours. And then April 2021, Iron Butt Challenge. So, man, they really hooked it up. I mean, it's actually this first time I've actually looked at it myself.
Mine's on the bike already because we got them 3 days ago and it came to my house.
So, check them out. Fuel Moto, obviously, if you know who Fuel Moto is, they're a great company. They specialize in tuning parts, so exhaust, intake, the power vision, and they send all those custom maps for whatever configuration you have. But they also have this side where they do the custom derby covers as well. And what they have on their website right now is ones where it has the engine displacement. But I think this is something that they're probably going to be looking into now and starting. There's a lot of potential there for sure.
Yeah, they didn't actually tell us if this is a product that they would do for everyone because I know they sell these custom derby covers with pre-defined type of. Hang on a second. I'll be right back.
Neighbors.
Yes, sir. Hey, man.
Yeah, chasing white lines, man. I think we are going to put it on tonight. Lone Star Taino, my buddy Jesse, he's like, don't put it on till you get there, man. But I don't know that I'm going to have any tools out in Benson, Arizona. So it's going on tonight. And I'll tell you what, putting this on is going to commit us to completing this at least this month because it does say April. So we at least have another week to complete it. Of course, within 24 hours. Within a 24-hour time frame.
We got to do it because I'm booked up.
Yeah, that's true. It's got to happen. It has to happen. Tomorrow it's happening.
Well, if we do it Monday, we have to go out and come back the same day. But yeah, no, this is happening. Rain or shine, hail, tornadoes. We're on Harleys, man. They're made for this stuff.
They're made for this, man. Dude, I'm on a road glide. It's a shark. For all y'all road glide lovers, I got y'all, man. I'm on a shark. It was meant for this.
Yeah, Real Riders Ride. That's one of the things that we got from Fuel Moto. Fuel Moto was actually initially where we bought our Power Vision tuners from. Both of us have the Power Vision tuner. He bought it. It works so good with his setup that I got it. I had an FP3.
Yeah.
I got it. And what Fuel Moto does is you can buy the Power Vision anywhere. But if you buy it from Fuel Moto, they put the tune in it for you. You tell them what you have, they load it up, and I can tell you, it works. Their tunes are really good. I auto-tuned it, and it didn't even do anything because it was so well-tuned to begin with. So, yeah, this came from Fuel Moto.
Yeah. Hey, Q, you're asking who made it. Yeah, Fuel Moto, man. Let me get in there again really
Now, I
quick.
think it was Chasing White Lines said info.
Yeah.
I can send if anybody wants it, reach out to me through Paul, through the Instagram or somehow or another, reach out to me or Paul, and I'll send you my latest kind of template for that letter that I sent out to the vendors, and you can take it and do what you want with it. I don't mind sending that out.
I do want to give a shout out to your buddy Tim Hutto, Wingnut.
Yeah, Wingnut.
He's actually the one that helped us design
That's true.
the image, and then we sent it out to Jamie at Fuel Moto, and they went ahead and cut that for us.
Yeah,
So,
mine's slightly different. It actually has my Texas on it and Texas Motorcycle Rider on it, but it's we tried to design them so they look similar, but they just have our own information on them. So yeah, it's really cool though. That's really nice of them to send that out for us.
yeah.
And they said it's to commemorate your iron butt, which I thought was really badass.
Moto R. No, man. Scott is from Spring. I'm actually from Katy, Texas. So, in order to maximize my miles and we stopping in the same place in Benson, which is a good spot to stop at, I'm actually coming over here and spending the night at Scott's place. And we're going to be going to bed. Like right after this live stream, we're probably going to get ready for bed. And we're going to wake up at about 3:30 in the morning, and we're boogieing out of here at 4 a.m.
Yeah, and Chasing White Lines. That is a T27. Good call.
Yeah. What do you mean? You can't use an Allen? You can't use an Allen key in there?
Yeah, if you have floorboards, you got to get out two different Allen wrenches too. Take the floorboard off. 'Cause I couldn't.
Right.
Yours is going to be easy.
Well, man, we're going to start to wrap this up. Or
Stephen
anybody
M.
else?
You're right. Stephen M. mentioned on the Fuel Moto lifetime support as well. He's right.
That's true. Oh, hey, the Road Glide Rider. Yes, man, I do have plans on being at Shark Week in Lake Tahoe. I will see you there. Ruthie will be joining me on that trip, and we're going to be riding all the way there. So hopefully, nothing gets in the way. We will be on our way, just cutting through little by little.
Man, a Z900 from Dallas to Tempe, Arizona.
Wow.
Yikes. I rode a bicycle 42 miles once.
Hey, midlife with the bike. Yeah, we're not going to go anywhere near Waco, man. So hopefully y'all guys, if that's where you're from, I hope y'all guys make it through just fine. I know they're talking about some pretty bad weather.
Yeah.
We're kind of staying south of the storm in a lot of the area that we're riding because we're just taking Grant Parkway Grant Parkway from here out of Spring straight down to Katy, and then we're just booking it west on I-10. I think it's just going to be scattered storms. We've been watching the hourly forecast, so I'm thinking something like when we're in Junction, Texas, we might hit some rain there. That's kind of when the chances pick up, and based on the amount of hours we'll be riding and where we're at, that's probably where we're going to hit some heavier rain. But at that point, like I told Scott, we're out of the city. We're just on I-10. It's going to be a lot easier to get through that.
Thanks. We will stay safe.
Appreciate you, Steven. Appreciate you for stopping by, man. Kicking it with us for a little bit. We are going to go ahead and wrap this up because we do got to get to sleep. Get some
put a derby
rest.
cover on. I still have to go to the store because I haven't bought anything to eat.
Oh.
I don't have snacks yet.
I got snacks. Yeah, I got jerky and some little oat bars. But yeah, man. Hey, thanks to everyone for giving us shout outs and just we'll be out. Keep an eye on my Instagram page, which is Paul_on_81, and I'll kind of be throwing some pictures here and there. Kind of give y'all some updates, and maybe, just maybe, depending on the internet service out there, we might do a live stream when we get to Benson tomorrow. Assuming the hotel's decent, assuming we're not passed out, just tired, we might try to get on and do a little quick live just to let y'all know that we made it.
If we can find a coffee shop with Wi-Fi.
Perhaps. I'm sure they got coffee at the hotel. So, well, hey, man, again, I appreciate y'all guys hanging out with us, and we will check y'all later. Deuces.
That was cool, man.
Awesome.